Welcome to the Ventura Rock Spot. My name is Pam Baumgartner. I'm going to be your host. The Ventura Rock Spot is a program that highlights bands and artists in and out of the 805, as well as the bands and artists who come to the 805 to play. We do have a website that has past episodes. It's also a place you can go to find out how to be a guest on the program. And the website is VenturaRockSpot.com. And real fast before we get into our introduction this time around, we have, I would like to do a shout out to Michelle Hoover, who is our producer extraordinaire. So everyone say hi to Michelle behind the scenes.
Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
All right, welcome to the program now. We have Bone Maggot, and I'm going to go ahead and have you guys raise your hand as I call out your name. We have Mike Klein on guitar and vocal.
Right here.
We have Lance McNally on drums. We have Ray Medueno on bass guitar. And then we have Jay Rivera on guitar, and he is coming to us on a separate camera altogether out of San Francisco. All right, you guys, thank you for being here, taking the time to speak to us today. Mike, why don't you go ahead and tell me about the band? If no one's ever heard of the band Bone Maggot before, tell me what your sound is. And yeah, just tell me, describe the sound of the band.
Heavy, real heavy. Real heavy, it's a combination of all sorts of things, you know. Lance has got his own view of how he does his thing. Ray's got his own view of how he plays his thing. Jay's got his own view. But it comes together, you know, with that real heavy groove. It's got a real brutal side to it, but it's not over. I'm honestly, my opinion, it's not over the top like Cannibal Corpse or anything like that. But I do like Cannibal Corpse and all that. If you like,
I think it gives a little bit of something for everybody.
There you go.
So who is your target audience then?
I like it.
Anybody that likes it. Because we've had people from all age groups, from young to old, say they like this. And that's the greatest thing, when it's not just the young people that like this. We got people that would have never initially hear that type of music. They're like, you guys sound really good. And that's the biggest compliment to me. Is the range, the age group range is so vast.
So why don't we go ahead? Do you have more than one album, or is it just the one album right now?
We got so much stuff, it's ridiculous. I mean,
we got the one album, but a bunch of singles.
Yeah, we got a bunch of singles. Actually, we're...
Okay, I got you.
In the
All right,
studio
so we're going to go
now.
ahead and show everyone what you're about. We're going to roll the first video, and the first one is called Needles.
Oh, okay.
Ripping, tearing, scraping, you're the
right, I'm going to do a round table real quick. We're going to start with Jay up in San Francisco. Jay, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you're from, where you live now, where's home, and what were your musical influences?
Oh, wow. I started out in Sunland, Tahunga. Woohoo! And my musical influences, I have to say, if I had to think back to 7th grade where this all started, was Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, all the originals. And it just got darker and deeper. And, you know what I mean? And just it's Slayer and then Venom and then Exodus. And then somewhere in between, it became just a mix of all the things that I like in my life. You know what I mean? I'm not the baby eating metal kind of, you know what I mean? But I really do like the originals a lot. I do, for sure.
Fair enough. Okay, Ray, why don't you go ahead and tell us where you came from originally, where's home now, and what are your influences?
I'm originally from El Rio, California, and I still reside here. I'm still here in El Rio. My musical influences originally came from like rap, funk, hip hop. My mom was really like into music, so we always had like funk playing all the time. But as I got older, I dropped acid and I started listening to Cannibal Corpse and Deicide, and that blew my mind. That was like the first like introduction to metal. The worst I never heard nothing like it. It was like so mind blowing. I was like, wow, I need more of this. I need more of this. So I went to Warehouse Music and I was just like, started getting what's the best death metal band you could give me. And I think I try to merge, like, if you listen to it, it's not like a traditional bass playing. I just feel wherever the bass needs to be, that's where I'm going to put it. It's that's where I think we get the groove and the hardcore metal. Sometimes it mixes well together.
Nice. All right, Lance, where are you from?
I was born in San Angelo, Texas. You could just say I'm from Texas. I moved out to California in '98 and wanted to learn how to play guitar right away and drums, anything I can get my hands on. And
who were you listening to? Who were your influences?
Well, I listened to country music a whole lot my whole life. And then once I became like a teenager, like 12, 13 or so, I finally heard like AC/DC and Metallica, and I was like, what? What is this? And I was like, sweet. And a radio station out there in Irving, Dallas, had from 9 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. every weeknight, mandatory Metallica. It was back-to-back Metallica songs, 30 minutes straight, no commercials. And so I was supposed to be asleep in bed, I had my headphones on, was like rocking out. And I just knew that's what I wanted to get into,
All right. And Mike, what about you? Where are you from originally?
Originally, like with Jay, Sunland, Tahunga, and I moved out to Santa Paula, in the 90s. And musically, I started probably playing, I was still racing. I was like 15 or so, whatever. 15. I heard Randy Rhoads. I was like, that's what I love. It blew me away. So I was like, I got to learn how to play what he's playing. So then I heard that. It wasn't too much. I would say in a couple months time, I was playing in bands. And then someone said, hey, this is a Slayer Show No Mercy album. I was like, who? No. I mean, God, maybe I was even younger. Maybe I was like 14. I can't remember, something like that.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, and I got it, and everyone's like, I hate this album. And I got it, and I put it on. I was like, Mom, this is for me.
Changed everything, huh?
Yeah, that was like that was way back. And then from that, I went, through all the brutal, all sorts of stuff. Then I played in so many different bands, like punk, hardcore punk bands at the time. Not a lot of the crap that's now poppy, all this, like when Bad Religion was Bad Religion, Conflict, all the Broken Bones, and then I was heavily influenced by tons of metal too. It's just never left me. It's I love blues stuff, Stevie Ray Vaughan, stuff like that. But what comes out of me that I enjoy the best is metal.
Got it.
Unfortunately, I've tortured tons of people with what I do.
All right, we're going to roll the next video. We're going to do Straw Man.
Oh, man.
That was our first video.
That's our first video.
I know this is more beer, I'm telling you right now.
That's what we want to see.
Can you play?
And he's an angel. Look at his halo.
Just play.
His mom would be proud. Big sound. Big sound.
So Lance, where has the band played? I hear that you played Las Vegas before.
Yeah.
Ventura Theater. Name some places you guys have played.
House of Blues. Everywhere.
Which one?
Ventura.
San Diego,
San Diego, Ventura, all over Ventura.
Apple Valley,
Santa Barbara,
LA, Orange County.
So you get around a lot. You're building up that audience, right?
We always try to get out as much as we can, you know,
A little bit with whatever we can get
away with. Yeah, whoever will take us.
Okay, we're going to be rolling a video. I want you guys to tell me about it because it looked like a lot of work went into it. It's Shovel Fist. So tell me about the brainchild behind that. You know, who came up with the concept? Roll it out. How did that all come about?
The concept was something that wasn't done. we gave them an idea, and they just threw that away, and they said, "We're rolling with this." So our guy in Brazil, that's what, you know, he got it all to him and said, there were some things.
We gave him like pinpoints of what we wanted, and so he threw that into it, but he kind of came up with the gist.
Like maybe there was a bar down in hell and the devil was going down there to party and stuff and got in a fight.
We're playing at the bar. That was what we had. And though he did all the other stuff.
I mean, it's a glimpse of what it's going to look like when we die. It's going to be waking up.
In hell.
Yeah, waking up and you have to go to work, but at night you get to play in a band in a bar in hell. So nothing's the same.
Yeah.
I would go to hell.
I think that's what
we're going to roll. It's Shovel Fist.
Turn skin in the wind and it's me.
right. I know you guys, the pandemic's put a damper on things, but you're still recording, you're still doing songs, you're still creating at least. You haven't let it put a stop on it altogether. But what are your plans now? What is the vision for 2021?
Well, we're already started on something brand new, and we're already drum tracks done. Lance did a killer job on the tracks, and as Mike said, he's going down to do his part, and the new project's going to be fun, just like it always was. It is with us. You'll see. It's going to be something for everyone to trip on, for sure. It'll be.
What is the normal process when you guys record together?
The way I do it is, I mean, when I go down there, I use our click track, our scratch track, and I do the vocals first. So, and then right after I do the vocals, then I start laying down guitar tracks, and then whatever in between. And then I'm done. Then everyone else goes, Ray goes, Jay goes, and they lays down more guitar tracks and more bass tracks or whatever else is needed.
We used to try to do it all at one shot, but it was exhausting. Exhausting to try to do everything all at once.
It used to be a 16-hour day, and we've turned it into an hour, or so. For me, or for, you know what I mean? Just go in and do it separately is kind of nice. But we're usually there for each other just to chill or hang out. Oh, wow. But anyway, yeah, we just, support each other and go in there, and everyone does their tracks all at once. And we've gotten better at this over time. And we can go in there and just do our job and do it pretty quick anymore. And it's a lot of fun. We don't have to be standing in front of blaring amps. They're in a separate room, and we can do it in the comfort of a pretty chill and pretty pro place, for sure, at Fuel Music Studios, for sure.
Yeah.
We have a good guy.
Yeah.
Do you guys use the same producer all the time, or do you have somebody new for every song?
No.
Different.
Yes, no.
Same producer, but sometimes the video shoots are different people. And it just depends on what we're doing. And each one is good at what they do. And that's the only thing that really changes. But we do have the same producer, and he's been
been with us since the beginning.
Yeah. Adasi.
All right, let's roll the last video. We have Dead Inside. Well, that's about all the time we have for this episode. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I want to thank Mike Klein, Lance McNally, Ray Madueno, and Jay Rivera, collectively known as Bone Maggot. And if you'd like more information about the band, just go to their website. It's bonemaggot.com. Well, on behalf of Mel Hoover, GWC Productions, Our Ventura TV, and VenturaRocks.com, I'm Pam Baumgartner. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Cool,
Pam.
thanks.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.